2K Sports pregame show.
Hello and welcome, everybody. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. We're glad to have you with us on 2K Sports. The fans are filling the seats in San Antonio, the site of our broadcast, and where the Spurs will be going up against the Minnesota Timberwolves. Looking at Minnesota, they'd love to get back on a winning track. 7 losses in their last 8 games. That is not going to get it done, and they know it. Can we talk about Kawhi Leonard, guys?
Sure.
He's become one of only very few players ever to win a Defensive Player of the Year and a Finals MVP. And he just keeps on getting better, Kenny.
His ability to guard multiple positions. His length can bar the point guards. His strength and size.
Greetings, everyone. 2K Sports brings you the NBA. This is Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg alongside. And our sideline reporter tonight is Doris Burke. It's out on the road tomorrow as the Spurs wrap up this home stretch. This is their first chance this season playing the Timberwolves. Last season they won all 4 games, showing complete dominance.
Yeah, and this game kicks off a 4-game season series between the two teams.
2 conference foes, guys, looking to take game 1 tonight. Very interesting to see who can land the first blow.
All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Minnesota, they've got Jeff Hornacek. O'Neal is out there with Duncan. Then there's Finley, and it's Billups in at the 1 spot. Gasol, no good. On defense, San Antonio. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
And the thing I took away from that one was just how valuable their guys coming off the bench were.
I thought the reserves were the difference in the game, Greg. I mean, a lot of the scoring came from the bench.
Here's Abdul Rauf, coming off a stellar performance against Philadelphia. Goes up on the high post, buries the jump shot.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. And Billups, here we go. Hornacek against Dumars. 6 on the shot clock. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Minnesota shooting their first shots from the free throw line tonight. And that one falls for Hornacek. And so Hornacek nails both of them.
And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Abdul Rauf gets to Gasol. Can't get it to go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Defeated by the Pelicans in their last game, they'll try to put that one behind them.
And that was a shocker. Hard to believe that they dropped the ball, so to speak, on that one. And probably a tough pill for them to swallow.
And to lose it like they did, too. Wow, right at the end, man, makes it even tougher to take.
Now here's Duncan after the miss from Pau Gasol. Can't hit from the elbow. And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. And Leonard has it in the corner. The three-pointer, no good.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now here's Leonard. He's coming off a 19-point game against Philadelphia. Gasol kicks to Leonard. There's a good screen. Shoots off the screen. Rebound, Minnesota.
They've had a cold start so far. Just 1 of 5 from the floor here early.
Shaq with the screen. And the wide open shot from Billups. Another miss by Minnesota.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
Now let's find out what head coach Greg Popovich had to say to Doris Burke. Doris?
They'll be facing one of the best post players ever to play the game in Tim Duncan. Coach told me that even though Timmy isn't as physically gifted as he once was, he is still a handful to deal with. He said a lot of people forget this, but Tim Duncan is one of the smartest players to ever play and always makes the right decision. We can't be lazy around him.
And thanks for that story, Doris. Now here's Billups. He's coming off a 13-point game against New Orleans. Here's Leonard. Drops in the breakaway layup. Leonard's got his first basket of the night. Minnesota in the lead. Outside Billups. Duncan, a screen. Here's Finley. Abdul-Rauf covering. Finley can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Elbow shot. The shot by Abdul-Rauf is no good. Here's Minnesota. Billups with the ball. Leonard picks him up. Shoots from 12. Billups with another miss. Outside Dumars. Spurs passing it around. Leonard no luck. Minnesota shooting a mere 25% from the floor in this first quarter. Billups dishes to O'Neal. Now Finley. He's been a nice option for them offensively, and he's averaging more than 17 points a game. It's good, and he makes his first shot of the game. Spurs trail by 4. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time getting the lid off the basket so far.
Billups against Abdul-Rauf. They set the screen. Outside for Gasol. Finds himself wide open and drills it. Gasol's got his first points of the game. Timberwolves have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Outside Billups. Pass to Finley. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here. The Timberwolves shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. 2 shots. And the first one drops. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. Spurs trail by 4. Outside Dumars. Leonard on the wing. Feeds to Gasol. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist.
Just such a good shooter from that range.
And you factor in his height advantage, it's almost unfair.
Billups passes to Hornacek. Duncan, a screen. Ring shot on the way. And it's Gasol with the rebound.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Abdul-Rauf. And another basket for San Antonio.
Wow, got that one off right in the face of the big fella. Nice quick fire release.
Yeah, and the mid-range shot really the only option in that situation. Sometimes when you're facing a bigger guy, you can't get it all the way to the rim.
You know what? They just are in a funk right now offensively. A good time to maybe come up with a play to get them a good look.
Well, most coaches, usually have a go-to speech or tactic that they can use when they need it most. So we'll see if that's the case here. Still early on in this new basketball season for San Antonio, and here's where they sit in the NBA rankings. Second in opponent field goal percentage, fourth in free throw percentage, and they are in the top 10 in team points per game.
And they've been outstanding defensively, as you can see from that ranking and opponent field goal percentage. They get after it and make everything a challenge.
Julius Randle's checked in for San Antonio. Williams comes in for Porzingis. O'Neal is screen on Leonard. It's stolen by Randle. Abdul Rauf against Jones. Abdul Rauf kicks to Leonard. The three. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
A good open look, and he splashes home the 3.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Phillips with the ball. No scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. Here's Shaq, and the rejection by Leonard. Abdul Rauf the pass to Dumas. Leonard attacking a baseline J off the left rim and out.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Duncan, a screen. Jones kicks to Finley. Pass to Billups. Up and in, it's good. First basket of the game for him. 1 for 4 shooting.
Shaked and baked with the crossover move, and that's what freed him for the score.
And got him on the wrong foot and then just blew by him.
The dish to Leonard. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Spurs shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That's good from Abdul Rauf. And the Spurs with some changes. Cody Zeller comes in for Leonard. And Darren Williams is subbed in for Joe Dumars. Michael Beasley, he's checked in for Minnesota. T.J. Warren comes in for Michael Finley. Williams dishes to Randle, and that one's good. Randle's got his first basket.
Took advantage of some shoddy defense there. They've got to at least get a finger on it.
And here's Jones. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game for him.
Really good example there of some fine interior passing before that basket.
Now here's Williams. He dishes it to Williams. Here we are in November. Let's see how things are shaking out in the West early in the season. Taking a look at San Antonio. Third best record here in the early going. And, of course, Minnesota, 4.5 games behind.
And when I look at San Antonio, it has taken no time for them to come together as a team. I mean, no time. There wasn't much being said about them preseason, but now everybody's got them in their radar.
Well, they couldn't have asked for a better start to their campaign. I mean, give credit to the coaching staff for customizing a game plan and system suited to the talent.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
He misses the free throw. And the Spurs making a change here. Hill's checked in. And he sinks the second. Timberwolves trail by 3. Now here's Jones. He's usually able to provide some lift to his team, averaging 6 points a game. Billups passes to Duncan. The basket good off the assist from Billups. And that's now 6 points for Duncan. Hill against Jones. Outside Hill. He feeds it to Zeller. Williams with a clean look. Buries it from three-point range. And the Spurs lead by 4.
I'm not sure who was supposed to pick him up, but somebody's going to get an earful from the coach for leaving him that wide open.
Jones, no luck.
And trying to come up with the highlight reel finish, somebody forgot to finish it.
Launches it. And Williams gets it to go on the assist by Hill. Williams has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Outside, Jones. Beasley the screen. Jones kicks to Warren. The feed to Billups. 5 to shoot. And stolen by Zeller. It's Williams with the drive. Duncan with the block. And oh, here we go. Warren's got it. The fast break chance. And while we've got a moment, let's check out the best defenses in the NBA. The Timberwolves second.
This is a team that takes pride on the defensive side of the floor. I mean, they play hard and they play together. They are a tough group to score on.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And that one misses. Minnesota making a switch here. Johnson's checked in. So we can't get either to fall. Spurs leading by 7. Passes it to Williams. Wide open look. Goes back up. And Zeller with the lay-in.
Guys, he's actually indefatigable. He never gives in, never gives up on a play, and that's what it takes to be a great offensive rebounder. You've got to be relentless.
Johnson the screen. Warren dishes to Billups. And the pass to Warren to end the run. 4 seconds left. It's blocked. 1:31 left to play here in the first. Outside Hill. Williams for 3. It's hauled in by Warren. Timberwolves trail by 9. They really want to find that igniter here.
Yeah, that's right. Kevin, the offense has basically been running in place.
They got to get going. Now here's Beasley. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him.
I mean, it's just fun to sit back and enjoy watching him operate. And that's what it looked like the D was doing as well. They're just sitting back and watching.
Billups against Williams. Outside Hill. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Williams. Hill's got his first 3 points of the game.
And a huge lead here early to start.
Boy, you know, right from the tip, there's not anything they haven't done well so far.
Warren kicks to Billups. Rebound by Williams.
You know, he's been off his game this quarter just a bit. Hasn't been able to get a whole lot to go so far.
Here's Randall, and that one is stuffed right through.
He couldn't have dreamed of a much better start here than they've had today.
I think the offensive game plan they came in with was right on point. It's worked perfectly, and the lead they already have is proof in the pudding.
Now here's Billups. Kicks to Beasley. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. 4 on the shot clock. The baseline J off the mark.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
For 3, Hill. And an overpowering first quarter effort. Already a double-digit advantage. It's San Antonio. They lead by 12. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be back in just a moment. And the Gasol brothers, both starters in the All-Star game last season. It's the first time that's happened in NBA history. Pau talked about the joy of sharing the NBA stage with his brother Mark.
It's like a dream come true. It's hard to really picture it. I'm just proud to be Mark's brother, and I'm proud of what he's become as a basketball player and as a man.
Well, their story is a bit like a fairy tale, the way two of them, sons of medical professionals in Spain, have become two of the best centers in the NBA at this age.
Yeah, and especially, Kevin, when you remember what a raw talent and how big and bulky Marc Gasol was when he was drafted by the Lakers, who traded him to Memphis for his brother.
Welcome back, folks. We'll see if we're in store for a more tightly contested quarter as we move here into the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Spurs team out there.
Defense paying huge dividends for them through the first.
Excellent hustle, and you know the coach has to be pleased with that effort at the defensive end.
On the court for the Timberwolves as our second quarter is underway. Hornacek's out there with Finley. Then there's Warren. Then it's Johnson. And it's O'Neal in at the center, locking down the middle. Hornacek, no luck.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
And it's good.
Just not enough bodies on the glass right there, and they paid for it.
Well, Greg, I know you're a little guy, but you know what it means to box out, and it's an effort thing and a mindset deal. You got to get your body between that other player and the ball.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by San Antonio. Gets to the rim for two with the D all over him.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
You know, at first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, well, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And that's sort of been the story here today, hasn't it?
Timberwolves trail by 16. Shaq is screen on Hill. Hornacek against Hill. Hornacek passes to Finley. Johnson can't get it to go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. Outside Dumars. Dishes it to Randall. Back to Dumars. Shoots from the high post. And it's Shaq with the rebound. O'Neal's got his fourth rebound with that last one here tonight. Warren kicks to Finley. Hornacek outside. Johnson right side. It's deflected, and he gets it back. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And a moment now to look at the numbers for Kawhi Leonard. 11th in three-point field goal percentage, 12th in steals, and he's right up there in the top 20 in scoring. Certainly a force to be reckoned with offensively.
And nobody's able to guard him out there. I mean, defenders have been trying to get physical with him, but it doesn't bother him. He just shrugs it off.
Yeah, maybe a change of the game plan right now, looking at some different sets because of the matchups.
Yeah, I agree with you because they're looking to tweak things to maybe get those matchups working in their favor.
Gasol is checked in for the Spurs. Abdul Rauf comes in for George Hill. Tim Duncan, he's checked in for Minnesota. San Antonio leading by 16. Pass to Leonard. And it's blocked. Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Screen by Duncan. Hornacek outside. He kicks to Warren. 6 to shoot. Back to Hornacek. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Hornacek's got 7 points in the game. Here's Abdul Rauf. He has 5. Takes the 13-footer. San Antonio again missing. Now Hornacek. Duncan kicks to Finley. Timberwolves passing it around. Puts it up from 17. And the shot no good, a bit short. San Antonio leading by 13. Feeds to Gasol. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. And Finley gets it to go. He has 6.
Really aggressive play there, taking it to the rack against the big fella.
You know, Greg, aggressiveness is really the only option when you're on the wrong side of the size equation. He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
Screen by O'Neal. Hornacek kicks to O'Neal. Puts up the baby hook. And there are the Timberwolves with another bucket.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Timberwolves trail by 9. Hornacek outside. Pass to Finley. Shot from 6. Can't get it to go. And it's the Spurs taking it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Gasol with it. An 11-point game for him in the win against Philadelphia.
Yeah, but he set up shop at the free throw line. I mean, he just could not be defended out on the floor.
Now, here is Hornacek. O'Neal is screen on Abdul Rauf. Here's Finley. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2. And a chance for just a second now to check out the scoring breakdown for the Spurs.
Well, I'll tell you what, they must have had a good shoot-around because they've been fantastic from long range so far, fellas.
And that's what's created a rhythm for them offensively. That's also why you see them knocking down that mid-range jump shot.
Jones checked in for Warren. And he makes both free throws. Spurs leading by 7. Leonard the pass to Porzingis. Duncan with the block. The dish to Jones. Jeff Hornacek on the wing. Passes to Finley. And it comes off the front of the rim.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
Leonard with no one around. Once again off the mark by San Antonio.
He hit a 3 in the first, but so far has been unable to capitalize here in this quarter.
Here's Finley. Rebound San Antonio.
Oh, boy, I tell you what, they don't get much uglier than the quarter he's having.
Yeah, and it's not showing any signs, Greg, of turning around here soon. I mean, his touch is basically gone AWOL.
Here's Jones after the basket by San Antonio. From 13, and the shot is long.
He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
Abdul Rauf the pass to Porzingis. Drills it from outside. And now a 12-point Spurs lead.
And when you've got a big man who can shoot from distance like that, what a huge advantage.
Let's go over to the sideline with Doris Burke.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, I was able to listen in on the Timberwolves head coach talking to his team. He urged his guys to get after it on the offensive glass, to follow every single shot, extend possessions, and cash in on some second chance points. He also said that he loved their matchups in the low post and told his guys, get the ball into the post whenever they can. Guys, they've got a decent hole to dig themselves out of, but still a lot of time left to do it. We'll see if those adjustments help.
Thanks again, Doris. Now here's Billups. Back to Duncan. The basket good off the assist from Billups. Billups has got 3 assists in the game. Williams against Jones. Williams kicks to Gasol. No one near him. No good for the 5th time from the floor this game. He's made 2 shots. Screen by Duncan. And Billups, here we go. And that one's good. Billups has got his 2nd bucket.
Uh-oh, a little showboating at the end of that one.
Spurs leading by 8. And here is Williams. Taking a look at his numbers, he averages about 7 points a game.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Now here's Billups off the screen. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 3 rebounds now in this one. Outside Williams. Beasley against Abdul Rauf. In it goes. That's his 3rd bucket. He's missed 5 so far.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Jones drives in. O'Neal dishes to Duncan. "11 feet away. Makes a big high bounce and goes in. Duncan's got 4 points this quarter.
That's a terrific move to the basket. The defense played that one well, but it didn't make any difference.
Zeller, a screen on Billups. Abdul Rauf kicks to Gasol. Soft touch off the glass. Gasol's got 6.
You know, it's really hard not to notice the difference in the passing of these 2 teams today.
It's a stark discrepancy when you look at the assist columns and you see that difference as far as the fluidity in their respective offenses.
And now that we have a moment, let's see the best free throw shooting teams in the NBA. In fourth, the Spurs.
You know, it's really a team-wide talent. You want to foul to stop layups, but against them, you're not saving much. They'll make you pay time and again.
All right, now, take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he knocks down the first one.
Here in the second quarter, they've made all of their shots from the foul line. And that's a must-do when you're down.
And the Spurs with some changes. Randall's checked in for Gasol. And it's Hill in for Abdul Rauf. Amir Johnson's checked in for Minnesota. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. Spurs leading by 9. Hill with it. Jones covering. Randall a screen on Jones. Over in the corner, Williams. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Hill's got 3 assists tonight.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
Just beautiful when they play the game like this.
Now here's Billups. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game.
Johnson Billups.
Here is Williams. They have a 9-point lead. He dishes it to Hill. Randall a screen on Jones. Outside Hill. Randall with a screen for Hill. Shot clock at 5. The shot is off, and it's the Timberwolves taking it the other way. 1:33 left to play here in the second quarter. Jones the pass to Beasley. He feeds it to Duncan. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
We've seen Tim Duncan getting it done. 12 points and a couple of great-looking rejections. So far, 2 blocks.
Yeah, you know, he's had a great feel for their ball movement down low and for where to be when the shot's going up.
First trip to the line for him here.
And when he's gotten himself to the line this season, he's come through right around 74% of the time.
Guys, I don't think there's any doubt that the work he's put in practicing free throw shooting has paid off. I mean, he's made nice strides in getting those shooting percentage numbers up.
He's off on the second. San Antonio leading by 9. There's the feed to Hill. Spurs passing it around. And he gets the bucket. 6 points for Williams.
They've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
And it's not just their passing, but also the body movement off the ball that's created a lot of those opportunities.
Johnson the screen. Beasley outside. Left side, Billups. 13 feet away. Rebound, San Antonio. Zeller's got his 3rd rebound tonight. Hill dishes to Williams. There's 39 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Hill. And there's the pass to Williams. Good, and it's Hill picking up the assist. 7 points for Williams.
Boy, guys, they've shown some great passing on their last few trips down the floor. Excellent.
4 straight passes leading to scores. Great team play.
Johnson the screen. On the wing, Jones. Looking for his first basket still in this one. Kicks it to Johnson. Shot is good off the back rim and in.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Beasley. So we've reached the end of the first half of play. Spurs lead by 11. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Thanks, Kevin. Coach Popovich, a strong first half for you. Was the up-tempo pace part of the game plan?
Well, we've upped the pace. It's what we need to do because we're not as good a defensive team as we used to be, so something's got to give somewhere.
Pop, thanks for the time, guys.
Thank you, Doris. And we'll be right back after halftime for the start of quarter number 3.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. It's San Antonio out on top at halftime. They lead by 11. And let's go to Shaq. What did you think of their first half?
Well, the perimeter shooting is the reason they're ahead. I think we'll probably see more of that in the second half, especially if they can stay hot. Man, that's so hot. I got to take my suit off.
Kenny, let's get your insight on the Timberwolves.
Well, they shot under 40% in the first half. There's your deficit. They missed some open looks, wide open. But overall, I thought the offense was stagnant. Look for their coach to draw up some specific plays to try to jumpstart them in the second half.
And that's it for halftime as the second half is just about to get underway. See you after the game.
As we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. An exceptional performance from Tim Duncan.
Yeah, the effort and intensity from a defensive standpoint has just really been superb, really firing up his team.
Guys, I love his activity, patrolling the court, blocking shot after shot out there. He's really made a statement at the defensive end.
Spurs leading by 11. We've got Kawhi Leonard. Porzingis is out there with Pau Gasol. Then it's Joe Dumars. And it's Abdul Rauf in the corner. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. And 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there. The Spurs have made 2 of their previous 3 free throws in today's game.
2 shots.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Timberwolves trail by 12. Now here's Billups. O'Neal a screen on Abdul Rauf. Dishes it to Hornacek. The shot will not go. So the Spurs will take it the other way. At one point, they led by 16. Up next for them, the Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip.
His eyes were wide open there, guys. Excellent vision to see they had an open shot outside and get it there.
Shaq with a screen on Dumars. Shaq with a screen. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Billups inside the line. And Tim Duncan gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
Billups knocking down one of those. Par for the course.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Dumars. To the middle. Here's Gasol. It's blocked by Shaq. And it's out of bounds to the Spurs as San Antonio retains possession. On defense, Minnesota. A 12-point game. Leonard, the pass to Porzingis. That's good. Porzingis has got 7 points.
That's really told the story today, guys. I mean, throughout this game, they've been able to get the ball in tight and then finish.
More active and more physical down low. That's what's really been the difference thus far.
Now here's Billups. 6 points for him. Pass to Finley. From the arc. The basket good off the assist from Billups. 11 points in the game.
Of all the guys you want to leave open out on the perimeter, he is the absolute last guy on the list. Attention to detail. Know your personnel.
Here's Hornacek. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead.
And that's his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the D and finish at the rim.
Abdul Rauf, the pass to Porzingis.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that, that's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg.
This is his first free throw of the game.
Kristaps Porzingis. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. He's perfect from the line this time. Timberwolves trail by 11. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Screen by Duncan. Hornacek kicks to Finley. Hornacek against Dumars. 5 on the clock. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Lets it go with a 3. Finley can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 11. Here's Abdul Rauf. He has 7. Pass to Porzingis. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. That's on Shaq. The Spurs have missed 2 free throws in the game, going 5 for 7.
Porzingis. 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both. And Minnesota has possession, trailing by 13.
Timberwolves timeout call. Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs Games team.
Catch up with Doris from the sideline.
Well, Kevin, during that break, Minnesota's head coach had some words for his team. He was focused on their post play and was pleading with them to try to get the ball into the low post every trip down. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Coach was not wasting any time in altering their strategy here in the second half. And Kevin, He's going to have to hope those changes take effect quickly.
Thank you, Doris. The Timberwolves made 7 of their last 12 attempts at the line.
At the line for 2.
That's good from O'Neal. He hits both from the stripe. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here.
Timeout Spurs. Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs dance team.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. Back to Dumars. Gasol a screen. Spurs working the ball around now. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Gasol's got 10 points in the game.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
And Shaq with the slam.
Nice work by Duncan to lay into that defender.
Now here's Leonard. He's guarded by Finley. Leonard, no luck.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Hornacek kicks to Billups. Duncan with a screen on Leonard. Billups goes in, kicks it out to Hornacek. This one for 3. Rebounded by the Spurs. Gasol's got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Leonard, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Leonard's got 10 points in the game. Timberwolves trail by 13. Now Billups, 6 points for him. Right wing. Here's Finley. Abdul Rauf covering. Finley can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 13. Passes it to Porzingis. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
He shot the ball exceptionally well as they've built this lead for themselves here.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Hornacek dishes to Duncan. And the pass to Finley. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Abdul Rauf. They get the rebound. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
Kevin, right now, they're doing a good job at the line. They're hovering around 83, 84, 85% from the stripe. That's good stuff. I mean, that's well done.
And, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Spurs?
Fantastic passing. We saw it in the first half, and it's carried over here in the second.
Something we've also seen them doing tonight is getting the long ball to go down. Big points from outside.
Free throw good, Dumars.
You know, they've really improved at the line from the first half. Things have gotten a lot better. They've gotten there a good number of times, and they've converted a high percentage of them.
Warren's checked in for the Timberwolves. And he can't hit the second. Timberwolves trail by 17. Clark, some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, they need a basket just to regain some momentum here, Kevin.
Picked off in midair. Here's Leonard. Finley with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 4 of 9 from the floor so far in the third. Hornacek passes to O'Neal. He kicks it to Warren. Pass to Finley. Just 5 on the clock. And the layup's good off the glass. He's got 13.
And he just big-boyed it right there. The height advantage he's got down low, really difficult for them to defend.
Now, here's Dumars. D right on him. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. While we can, let's get a quick check of our 2K leaderboard for a glimpse at one of the NBA's most elite groups. The top 3-point shooting wingman in the league. In the third spot, Kawhi Leonard.
I mean, you've got a dilemma when it comes to any of the guys on that list. Stay up tight on them on the perimeter, and you risk them blowing by you. But if you back off, you might get your feelings hurt.
Well, I think you've got to take the first approach, Greg. You got to get up into them. You can't give these guys any space to shoot the three.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw missing. Randall's checked in for Pau Gasol. Minnesota also with the sub. Jones is checked in. Good on the second free throw. Timberwolves trail by 16.
Timeout call for Minnesota. Here we go, San Antonio. Please give it up for the Spurs dance team.
San Antonio on defense. Feeds it to Duncan. Back to Jones. And good on the basket. Book it. Jones has got his first basket of the night.
4 of their last 5 makes came off of a high-quality shot inside.
Textbook. Really, when you look at how they're playing, they are having their way down low.
Now, here's Dumars. He's got 6. Here's Leonard. And a foul called on the shot. Got him on the way up that time, so he'll shoot 2 right here.
Looking at the game for Kawhi Leonard, he's got 10 points and 1 rejection in this game, too.
It wasn't a good one. Really, one of their highlights of the game defensively.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw good from Kawhi Leonard. Williams, he's checked in for the Spurs. Leonard hits them both.
Of course, he didn't have an attempt there in the first half. He's hoping to be a little bit more active and aggressive here and draw some fouls here in the second.
Now here's Jones. Now the dish to Warren. Screen by Duncan. Here's Hornacek. And it's off the back rim. No good. Spurs leading by 16. The open shot by Leonard. Buries the jumper to finish the break. Leonard's got 14 points for the game.
And after his last game, really not surprised to see him as hot as he is here tonight.
Jones kicks to Hornacek. O'Neal a screen on Dumars. 6 on the shot clock. Randall against O'Neal. That one wide left. San Antonio's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the 3-ball well. Dumars, the third shot of the possession, finally falls for him. Dumars got 4 points in the quarter. Timberwolves trail by 20. Shaq with the screen. The feed to Warren. Back to Jones. Feet away. Rebound San Antonio. Here's Abdul Rauf. 7 points in the game. He dishes it to Dumars. That one a little long. Timberwolves have gone 6 of 14 since halftime. A little cold from the field. Duncan kicks to Warren. Here's Shaq. Shaq can't get that one to fall. Spurs leading by 20. Outside Williams. There's the 3. And again, it's the Spurs from deep.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Minnesota's gone 1 of 4 in 3-point shots here in the third. Jones kicks to Warren. Screen by O'Neal. Dumars against Hornacek. Shaq with the screen. And they call an illegal screen here.
As we get this season underway, let's see how the Timberwolves have done so far in the NBA stats. Second in opponent points per game. Fourth in second chance points. As far as steals numbers go, not very strong. Just the top 20 in the league.
And going back to their points allowed ranking, they slow the game down, forcing opponents to score in the half court. I mean, if you can score at all, really suffocating you on defense.
Now here's Jones. Hornacek outside. O'Neal a screen on Williams. Hornacek outside. Shot to stop the drought. Here's Duncan, and he takes that one up and powers it through.
And Kevin, the knack for the offensive rebound, a big part of what makes this guy special.
Not to mention, Greg, his ability to finish with strength just like that.
Yeah, he's an invaluable asset for them to have. No question about it.
Oh, man, how about the last-minute decision there to pull the shot down and get a better one for your teammate?
Screen by O'Neal. Hornacek against Dumars. Hornacek with it. He's got 9. Fires from the wing. And he gets it to go. Hornacek's got 4 points this quarter.
Now that's a killer crossover. The defender got totally shook up by that move.
It's stolen by Duncan. Jones up top, covered by Dumars. Stolen by Dumars. And a fast break now for the Spurs. And he uses both hands to jam it in.
You know what? He wasn't going to wait around for any help on that break.
Solo soiree performance all the way. How about that for a little bit of a limerick?
I'm going to let it slide.
It's Hornacek again missing.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
And really a reflection of their superior effort level to this point. It seems to me they've gone after this win a little bit more.
Now, here is Dumars. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. Just 3 to shoot. Off target with his 3. Minnesota's gone into a slump here from 3-point range, shooting just 1 of 5 here in the third. Hornacek with it. Leonard picks him up. Screen by O'Neal. 14 feet away. It's Hornacek again missing. And here's Dumars. He's got 10. Kicks to Williams. From deep. The shot is off. The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's San Antonio running away with it. Live from the AT&T Center in San Antonio, you're watching 2K Sports. And we're getting underway here in the 4th quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change up here. Timberwolves shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. So on the floor for Minnesota, Finley is out there with Beasley. Then it's Jones. Then it's Amir Johnson. And it's Billups in at the point guard position.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Yeah, great concentration there, Greg. Hung in there. He didn't let that contact throw him off at all. Stayed focused on the rim, knew he was going to get hit, and still was able to finish.
Now here's Williams.
Go, Spurs, go. Ready, let's do it. 1, 2, 3.
Pick by Zeller. D2 from Hill. And he comes off the screen to bury the jump shot.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
And Chauncey Billups gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. San Antonio with the ball. Hill passes to Porzingis. It's tipped. Leonard. Johnson with the block. And they're able to recover. To the paint. Sinks it. And the shot from Porzingis.
And such a steady hand. I mean, he's one of those guys that's really allowed them to take the lead.
Well, he's just so reliable and dependable and consistent, especially here today. I mean, his shooting percentage is off the charts.
Leonard on the wing for the 3. And it's Leonard again missing.
Well, he had 1 3-pointer in the first half, but so far in the second, he's come up with goose eggs.
Beasley in the post. Beasley the screen. Billups with the ball. Williams picks him up. That's good.
I mean, no one really near him, but still, he's able to knock down the off-balance shot.
San Antonio leading by 20. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Now Billups. Johnson the screen. Billups kicks to Jones. Johnson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Dishes to Williams. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. Timberwolves trail by 20. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the 4th. Johnson the screen. Finley can't get it to go. The Spurs have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Here's Williams. Hill against Jones. He feeds it to Billups. Leonard with the steal. Here we go, 1-on-1. The 11-footer. Beasley with the rebound. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th. Outside Billups. Johnson the screen. Jones kicks to Finley. Shot clock at 6. Second shot opportunity, and there's the nice layup by Johnson.
The tenacity on that interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance. Man, can you always depend on him or what to lead you to the right place with that pass? Money.
Billups against Leonard. Outside Billups. It's stolen by Hill. A stupendous finish in traffic.
How about that, going up strong? I mean, he doesn't care how much height he's giving up. It's attitude with him.
For Minnesota, they've gotten 4 of their 6 shots to fall so far here in the fourth. A pretty nice efficiency there. Johnson with a screen on Leonard. Here's Finley. He's guarded by Hill. And that one's good. Here's Hill. Here's Porzingis. Good. The assist goes to Hill. Porzingis has got 6 here in this quarter.
He is setting this place on fire, fellas. His shooting has been off the charts.
Jones against Williams. Back to Johnson. Pass to Finley. It's stolen by Hill. And oh, here we go with Hill. Nobody back. And Kawhi Leonard with the slam.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
And Finley gets it to go.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
Williams kicks to Zeller, passes it to Hill. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
2.
At the line for your Spurs, Kawhi Leonard. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. A different look now for San Antonio. Gasol comes in for Zeller. And it's Dumars in for Hill. And then for Minnesota, Shat comes in for Michael Beasley. And it's Hornacek in for Jones. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. For Minnesota, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. The pass to Billups. And misses it off the right side of the rim.
It's a +5 advantage for them in the rebounding category after that board.
Very steady with their work on the interior. Really a well-rounded effort overall.
Now here's Gasol. Leonard, the pass to Porzingis. No good from outside. The Timberwolves shooting the ball at 42%. Hornacek dishes to Billups. 11 feet away. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
And you know what? He's shaking off the cold shooting performance from the first half.
Williams kicks to Gasol. Here's Porzingis. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Porzingis has got 8 points here in this quarter.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Finley can't get it to go.
Ill-advised shot there, Clark.
Yeah, exactly. That was lower than low percentage.
Leonard, the pass to Williams. He kicks to Gasol. Back to Dumars. Just 5 to shoot. And Billups pulls it down for Minnesota. They've gone 7 of 11 from the floor in the final quarter so far. Been some solid looks for them. And the shot falls short this time. San Antonio's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Leonard on the wing. He's guarded by Finley. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you could hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
Kristaps Porzingis. 2 shots.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
That free throw good from Porzingis.
This is a positive trend for him, especially here in the second half. Shooting just above 80% right now. And that's more than respectable. That's good free throw shooting.
San Antonio making a switch here. Abdul Rauf is checked in. And a change for the Timberwolves. Duncan's checked in. So he gets them both. Here's Hornacek. Outside, Billups. Knocked away. And here comes Leonard leading the fast break. Pass to Abdul Rauf. Pass to Porzingis. Feeds to Leonard. Shot clock at 5. From the top of the key. O'Neal with the rebound. Shaq's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. Screen by Duncan. Hornacek kicks to Finley. It's hauled in by Porzingis. Porzingis has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Leonard. Shot is off. Duncan with some nice D. And Billups, here we go. They need this one. Rebound, San Antonio. Abdul Rauf's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Outside Dumars. There's a screen. Passes it to Porzingis. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Porzingis has got 26.
Excellent ball movement there, guys.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with purpose. The D hasn't been able to keep up.
Another miss by Minnesota.
And no excuse there for missing that one after being freed up by a great pick.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, they came away empty, but they got the look they wanted, and really, I like the movement and communication there.
Now here's Leonard. To the wing on the left. Gasol passes to Abdul Rauf. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Hornacek outside. Screen by O'Neal. Billups dishes to O'Neal. And good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down. That gives him a double-double in this one. 10 points and 15 rebounds. Outside Dumars. The pass to Abdul Rauf. Good-looking screen by Gasol. Abdul Rauf kicks to Dumars. Misses from short range. The Timberwolves have gone 8 of 16 from the field in the 4th, exactly 50%.
2 minutes.
Leonard against Billups. There's the dish to O'Neal. Baseline try. It's deflected, but he stays with it. Billups goes in. Great D that time from Leonard. San Antonio's gone 0-3 so far in the 4th quarter from long range. Dumars against Billups. Dumars the pass to Gasol. Back to Dumars. The feed now to Gasol. Fades away. And it's sent back by O'Neal. And that's out of bounds. San Antonio will retain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Cody Zeller's checked in for Porzingis. Williams comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Darren Williams checked in for Dumars. And George Hills subbed in for Abdul Rauf. And then for Minnesota, Amir Johnson's checked in for O'Neal. Beasley comes in for Duncan. And Warren subbed in for Michael Finley.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Spurs.
Agreed, Steve, and as one-sided as it gets today. You know, Clark, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
You're right, Kevin. It's hard to think of anything that didn't go right for them. I mean, game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was spot on.
And they took charge when it counted, and they'll be notching their 9th win overall.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
Especially because they're going to get together 3 more times this season, Greg. You love to get an opponent figured out early when you're going to be seeing them that often.
That one goes. Count it.
And they're clearly finishing strong here, but not enough time to pull it out.
Yeah, it does look like they're going to end on a high note. Too bad this run didn't develop sooner for them.
Now here is Hill. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Williams for 3. That's good.
And that's just a little more for these fans to cheer about as they get ready to celebrate a W.
Well, let the party start. The celebration begins, and they're going to let their guys hear it.
Phillips with the ball. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark, the other, just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans, too, Kevin, gave their team a tremendous lift. I mean, they never gave up on them. From the opening tip until the end of the game, they were in it. And that certainly helped this crew get to the W.
And time now to go courtside as we send you over to Doris Burke from the sideline. Doris?
Well, Pal, congratulations on the win here. How satisfying is this victory for you and the team?
It's satisfying just because we got another great win. And the way we've been playing lately I think it's just been great, and we just got to keep the momentum going.
Wins help the confidence, Pal. Congratulations. Guys, back to you.
Thank you, Doris. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up for Clark, Greg, and Doris, and the rest of our terrific crew. This is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. Now time to head over to the studio where the award-winning Ernie Johnson is with Shaq and Kenny, all standing by. Guys, take it away.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Kevin, much appreciated. And now let's move on to our Jordan Player of the Game. He had just an outstanding fourth quarter performance. He really had the fire lit under him, and down the stretch, really having a huge impact on the outcome of this game. Let's get your opinion, Shaq.
His accuracy from the field was pretty eye-catching. I mean, if he was shooting the ball, it was going in. You rarely see a performance like this with this crazy high shooting percentage. Wow.
Just an unreal performance for him in so many ways. That was a player at the absolute top of his game. It's hard to imagine someone being any more dominant than he was tonight.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a pleasure. For Kenny the Jet Smith, for Shaquille O'Neal, this is Ernie Johnson. Have a great night.